Well, good afternoon. As you can tell by my appearance, it's about 953 degrees with the humidity in here in Texas today. Just wanted to pass along some information on this right here, my wife's 1968 F100 with a Crown Victoria front end, 8.8 Explorer rear end. The wheels on it are FR400s out of a 2020 Mustang. 4-link rear end suspension that's custom made, so it's definitely a work in progress. But the good news is one of the problems that I've had that's been holding me up for a while trying to get this truck on the road has been the fact that my power brakes were intermittent. At the first time I cranked it up and got it going, I had a hard pedal, barely stopped, which means I didn't have any boost whatsoever. Then as the truck went along, it was intermittent. Well, after talking to Classic Performance Parts, which is the company that I bought the power booster and the master cylinder from to hook up to this, we determined after a number of tests that the power booster, this right here, was defective. So that just lets you believe that even though parts may be brand new, you need to check them out, because now, after a long wait to get parts, because due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we have had instances of parts being very hard to get in this hobby, as I'm sure all of you that build cars are completely in understanding of. Finally got the booster in. I swapped it out just now. It took about 15-20 minutes, not long at all. This is it right here, and I just ran a test on it and it is good to go. I have brakes. Now all I've got to do is program the Dakota digital dash panel and the including the speedometer. I've got to calibrate the speedometer, calibrate the fuel gauge, which I've got an issue with the fuel gauge. I may have the wrong sender on it. I'm using a custom tank, and when I installed the sender originally, the plunger on it that measures fuel seemed to be interfering with the internal baffling, so I need to get a plungerless sending unit, and then I can calibrate the speedometer. But let me just give you a quick tour of this truck. The interior, as you can see, done in brown leather, all by my wife's request. Let me get these tools out of here so I can get this done here. I'm going to pause the video very quickly so I can turn the lens around and show you what I've got. Yeah, I apologize if it's a little bit dark, but what I have here is I've got a Dakota Digital instrument cluster. I still need to do the speedometer calibration, as I said, and calibrate the fuel gauge, possibly replacing the sending unit on that. Transmission is a 4R70W out of a 2003 F100, so I've got the automatic overdrive. It is controlled by a US Shift Quick 2 controller. I've installed a vintage air system and leather seats. The powder coating that you see, which was on the wheels, the bumpers, the grille, and the door panels in here are all done by a gentleman in Garland, Texas, Jacob at Ideal Coatings. I highly recommend him if you need any powder coating done. He's very reasonable and does a top-notch job. As you can see, the bumpers, grille, even the inner fender panels underneath the hood are all powder coated as well. The engine is a 1995 351 Windsor roller engine. It's got a roller cam. As you can see, I still have got to connect the AC compressor and to the fan belts and do some finishing up there. But we are getting very close. Again, thank you for joining me for this very quick update video on this truck. I'm very pleased that we've got the braking issue worked out. I'm just a few minor things away. from getting it done. I informed my wife a few moments ago that she had brakes now. She's very thrilled. First question out of her mouth is, good, when can I drive it? So I'm trying to get that up and going. Hopefully in a week or two we'll get it driven, and I'm planning on getting it licensed and all of that stuff then. So thank you very, very much for joining me for this quick video, and we'll see you soon.